Well, I promised it, so, well, here it is, the last episode of Nekomonogatari Kuro. Yeah. And there was quite a bit of imagery in the previous episodes, and probably quite a bit more whenever the metal cat is involved. So, I'm not entirely sure YouTube's going to like it, but oh well, it's going to have to get over itself. And since we already know precisely what the cause, extent of her perceived stress, Araragi is a bit dense, isn't he? Well, sure, he might not have any particular reason to think that he's in any way responsible right now. Well, it's all shaping up to seem as though everything is falling into line and into place of the solution coming about to Hanakawa's issue, isn't it? As long as his Araragi's sisters don't start getting involved, that's just going to throw an unnecessary spanner in the works. But to find that out and to see the Neko cat some more. Neko cat? Wow, that's a redundancy if I've ever heard it. Let's get going with the episode. Why is he... Oh, that's a bit loud. Why is he in a... What's it, Degiza? Apologetic stance. Did he forget the donuts? Okay, that was a bit flippant, but there could be a many of issue as to what would be this. I'm thinking that maybe he's trying to ask for her help. You see, the more time that Monogatari spends around Hanakawa, the more that I kind of respect her position and how things turned out, and feel for the character, but as much as I love cats and stuff, there's something that just doesn't strike right with me. Maybe so there's going to be something that's going to be explored and told later. That was quite some kick. Although also very moderate and held back. The Aberration Killer. What a lovely sword name. And very precise for its cause. But where exactly did she store that? So yes, it was for asking for her assistance. Okay. So are they going to go back to the house? Of course, you're not going to get any good information from civilians. But what... She said it was because she was talking back to him, that kind of thing. Is there more to that story? trying to keep it all together. In a word, yes. For many reasons. One of which being it is sociopathic kind of response, and could lead to her being very damaged down the road. And the other is seeing herself as completely worthless and therefore doesn't need to get angry for her own behalf. In which respects? Which would be? Oh, okay. Right. No. That's pathetic reasoning. Wow. Just shows how people's view of things works across different cultures and stuff. Now look at that intent on his face. Sympathy, no. Well, kind of. Okay, can't deny that. And doesn't have a handle. Just a straight tang. His best friend. I don't like he needs some new friends. Or some friends. However, it's not going to be quite as easy as that. There's the idea. If it knows about the sword. But unless Oshino kind of told the middle cat about the sword, I don't think it would know that there's a weapon that can kill it. No, let's not forget about the second one. Stop withholding information. But it's best to get things out in the open and actually say it. By drawing her to him. Go find the school desk and lick it again. As the sword slowly makes its way through the doorway. Well, it's going to be interesting either way. Was he just texting her? I suppose that is an easy way of doing it, yeah. It took, what, 30 minutes for the cat to read the text and get over it? Hanakawa? So yeah, she is definitely still in there. Ah. So using her worry about him against her. Her outfit while she's saying that? Hmm. Yes, the annoying. Almost annoying. Not quite there yet. Hmm. Is her voice itself and her care for him? Yeah, I like the lights going past. She would have to come and assist. Even if she feels no particular feelings while doing any of it. That might be a very correct statement. Um, hmm. I was expecting something else than that. All she can do is change her perspective on it, and maybe her situation. There are things everyone can and can't do. Yeah, not right now. But the fact that she's managed to hold on to this personality and have this kind of talk just shows that she did have some sort of control over what's going on. Musical households. I guess that's one way of describing it. But she tries to do the best in those situations, much to her own detriment. And put on a happy face. Yeah, is a part of history, part of her life. There are parts of your past that you can't just ignore. You build them into your character. Okay. Treat her like the girl that she is. Well, the girl that he sees her as. Ooh, so close. Hmm. Okay, now it's blindingly obvious what she means there. Can't say I would have picked up on it though when I was a teenager, so. Not quite sure where she would have got that particular feeling from. And yep, I get the understanding of him doing this. Hmm. Interesting. It is every personality that she has that is saying this. From the depths of her core. The length of her hair shows how powerful she is now. He might be able to withstand some of it. Quite the. Well, he has definitely been separated from his lower half. Going to put a halt in his plans of following his lust, isn't it? Where was the sword, though? He definitely got her with it. Lovely. Is that why he wasn't really moving? Well, her wrist is still attached, so yes. Would explain why his legs are still standing there. Why wouldn't it exist? Even if he did, I don't think Oshino would have used it. That is true. Would have been quite, well, more cautious about it. Is he going to have to fit his legs back on? Mm-hmm. You're, yeah, you're not. You don't have to be this rock. You don't have to know everything. And well, that's what he wants, isn't it? But you're not allowed to. Mm-hmm. So you're making a situation where she has to overcome it herself. He already said that a while ago, didn't he? Well, it looks like she's being consumed there. Remember that part about her you would have to kill her once it takes over? Okay, we're learning something there that is still a bit hidden, but it's been alluded to, so. Well, he's talking from his heart there, wasn't he? I suppose. And she's upset with him that. Wow. Okay, I'm guessing that's one way to heal him. That's cool. His clothes come with it. Useful. What's her healing factor like then? He got his arm ripped off and spent the next day sleeping about it. She can pull her arm off and be fine in seconds. Remember, kids, have lots of iron in your diet. One way to sort things out, isn't it? We're all equally useless. One of the things that I like about Monogatari is how it just only shows you what it needs to. Like, it's not. Well, I say it only shows you what. It goes overboard on certain stuff to hammer home a particular reasoning for it showing you. Like, there are no people in the streets, because it doesn't matter. We're not talking about other people, are we? Yep, rewarder. As alright as she can be. Lucky. And because this year isn't a regular metal cat. Ah. So her... Okay. So the metal cap succeeded in draining the parents, getting the stress removed, and how Hanako was like, actually, this isn't too bad, is it? Strange way of putting it, but her own sense of what a family is was so warped it became an aberration. Okay, nice way of explaining that. Meme doesn't put up with his BS, does he? Would she be able to handle that right now, though? Is he joking? Well, ask her, see how she feels. Yeah, that's one thing that people always in stories, isn't it? They put themselves second. Was he in love with the idea? And when the metal cat returns, you'll have to go through this whole thing again. But she also confided in you about the family, so there's that. I don't know, with the true advice there. Uh-huh. Setting it up for what will inevitably come in previous? But future events. One of the things when people do forget the past. strange feelings, isn't it? Ooh. Ooh, that last sentence. I don't know what to say to that. We got a bit of a look into Aragi's mind where he doesn't actually know himself, does he? Or is he just telling himself? Convince yourself something so that you don't have to think about it too hard. When did the cat turn into that? Wasn't really paying attention. But yes, that was Nekomonogatari Kuro, and hopefully you enjoyed it. There was a lot of talking, and I probably missed some sentences that were probably vital. Does it sound awesome? It depends. I might have to look into this because it sounds like something I might have heard of before, but I have no idea where I would have heard it. Unless it's been mentioned in Monogatari. That was slightly longer than usual, but, you know, it's Monogatari. I can't complain too much. Now, of course, because this was only 4 episodes, I'm not really done, am I? So, yeah, we'll be moving on to the next one in line. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you're enjoying Monogatari. And I know, well, quite a few of you definitely are. A few of you live for these, don't you? And there was quite a few, well, I'm guessing plot points that are there setting things up for the future. Stuff to come. Which is only really going to be very interesting. And seeing Aragi's past, or potentially future events with Shinobu and being a whole vampire is... well, I'm looking forward to stuff like that, should it ever appear. And I'm not really sure what to say about Kuro, because most of what we've seen has kind of been explored in previous ones, while also giving some much more in-depth glimpse of Hanakawa's world. And having some very interesting camera angles and cinematography. Of course, if it didn't have these levels of, well, the levels of cinematography that we've seen, then I don't think it would have been able to hold people's attention like it has, and garnered this kind of adoration that people show for it. And the fact that they can get away with basically static shots for a lot of it just is a testament to the vision and the quality that, well, and the time, care and attention that was given to Monogatari, and I have to respect it on those grounds. But it is the rest that makes me love it. If you agree, please let me know. If you disagree, well, you can still let me know. As long as you're not an arsehole about it, it should be alright. That's all the time I have once again, so please, if you think I deserve it, subscribe to the channel, notification bell so you don't miss anything, because, you know, more Monogatari. Get some rest. And I'll see you in the next one.